Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece: a source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power. In a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece.
What do you expect after 25 years? Come on in, son, and make yourself at home.
guys want to hear something?
That depends on what it is.
Well, let's do good to keep.
Hey, there's Bill. We better go.
All I got. Stay easy, guys. See you back later.
Good evening, and welcome to Game Night on Saturday the 4th of November. Hope you're all keeping well. And it's data leak time. Time for some leaky data. First of all, thank you very much to Dragon for writing that pack of hacker right there. Some tough power grids there, but congratulations to Mark on winning the day in the end. I hope you all like Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock. I don't actually really like the Big Bang Theory that much, but that was a mildly diverting couple of evenings throwing that together. So if you've got any feedback, chuck it in the Discord, as ever. Yeah, it sort of got to 8:30 tonight before I've even said anything. It's sort of how it goes. So yeah, let's get this lobby open, and then I'll carry on nattering. If you want to come and play Data League, this is all done via Twitch Whispers, so type in the code OHYM. This pack comes to us tonight courtesy of Quizzle, and very grateful to Oni, who has proofed both this one and the last one and the next one. So Oni on triple proofing duty tonight. I believe he's away this weekend, so he said he'll take the bullet since he's not here. He can do all the proofing, so I'm very grateful to him. But yes, our first headline game tonight is going to be Data League, as written by Quizzle. Good evening to everyone who's in the chat. Good evening, BC, Monster Man, Topper, Colin, ABMe, Circubat, Dragon, Mark, Ardenfett, Shapes, Toot, Samster. Good evening, Colo and Anisep and Jers and Otley and Nodacat and Riff. It's H Games and Nando. Good evening, Stilgar and Zeus and Kegler and Electron. Good evening, Mantissa and Apodo and Clive and Chaos, Rampant Sloth, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering and lingering in the chat. You are most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining what promises to be a fun evening. Second time we've seen Data Leak this season, I believe, and we've got the Escape Artist coming up a bit later on for the first time this season, so lots of things to look forward to. If I'm sounding a little bit less energetic than normal, it's because for the third week in a row I am once again ill on stream. Although this is partially self-inflicted, so yeah, I partially myself to blame. But sort of 2 weeks ago, I had the front end of a cold, which ended up sort of wiping me out, and I took 2 days off work. And then last week was the sort of the second wind of that same cold, which then fortunately dissipated by Monday morning. And then Monday this week, I had to go to the dentist for a couple of fillings, and I have this issue in my immune system where whenever I get run down or have something particularly bad happen, like for example getting stabbed with a local anaesthetic when having fillings done, I get mouth ulcers. So I'm currently nursing about 2 on my tongue, one right at the back of the throat on that side, which was there as a result of the cold, and now one right at the back of my throat on that side as a result of the anaesthetic. So I am feeling very weak, and then on top of that, it was my best mate's 43rd birthday yesterday. So same birthday as Shapes. Happy birthday for yesterday, Shapes. He's exactly a year older than you, but we went out for a drink, or 5 last night, so I am also nursing a bit of a hangover. So yeah, for 3 weeks in a row, ill on stream, which is why I'm a little less energetic perhaps than normal, so I do apologise if that is coming across. So hence the squash. So yeah, that's about the measure of it. And Mrs. Flush and Mini Flush are out at fireworks display tonight, so it's the dogs. Our big dog really doesn't like the fireworks, so she's gone off to hide somewhere. She was in my office, but she seems to have wandered off. They may make an appearance later on. Yeah, because that is live, yeah. Well, that's the thing, I'm sort of glad to kind of get it out of the way now. And because then, yeah, I'm not ill for Christmas, which is just the worst. Can't see you, Monster Man. Type the code. And if you enter the room code, if it does a bass sound, it means you're leaving. There you go. Now you're in. Kind of want the same. Want the same what? Oh, not ill for Christmas. Yeah. Is that what you meant, Topper? Because yeah, I just can't be doing with being ill at Christmas. But yeah. Anyway, this data leak, it comes from Quizzle. I've had a very brief look at it because I didn't proof it, but looks to be in good order, as one would expect from a pack by Quizzle. So I hope you're ready to play. I'm going to give it till the end of this loop, and then we'll get going. Hello, Innes. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Yeah, so I hope you like Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock. Hope that was fun. And yeah, we'll play that again at some point. Do warm-up game or an in-betweeny game, possibly. Maybe even an end of the night game. I think the riff is coming to an end, so we'll get ready to lock the lobby. Hope you're ready to play and have some fun with Data Leak. This game is conducted entirely in Twitch Whispers. There we go, let's play. So yes, make sure you're whispering to Persephone's Twitch spot, not in the public chat, please, because it won't be processed and you'll sort of possibly slightly ruin it for everyone else who's playing. So please keep an eye on which box you are typing in. This is a game that at some point we'll get. It's quite far down the list of games to remake, but at some point I'm sure it will happen. Right, yes, the riff, the musical riff, not you riff. Okay, on we go then. Round 1, 5 degrees. You're going to be shown 5 puzzles. Each puzzle has a category of 5 clues. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. Incorrect attempts freeze you out for 8 seconds. Simple as that. So if you don't know, but you've got a hunch or an inkling, you might as well type something in. Could be right, and you could get lots and lots of points. That's about the long and short of it. Good luck. Here is puzzle number 1. For 5 points, we are looking for a chemical element. The red-orange pigment vermilion is obtained from its main ore. Well, it's not wasting a minute there, neither does Mark. For 4 points, one form of that main ore is cinnabar, where we get the island from. And for 3, by definition, it is always present in an amalgam. Amalgam. Not quite sure where the stress goes there. Amalgam, possibly. For 2, its Latin name, hydrargyrum, gives its chemical symbol Hg. And for 1 point, it is the only metallic element that is liquid at room temperature. And your slidey bars are doing quite a good example of it moving across of the thermometer on its side. That was, of course, mercury. Well done if you've got some points there. Good spread from 5 down to 1. KS and Mantis are not managing to get there, but there's plenty more points to come. Let's clear that one and go on to number 2. We are looking for a politician. For 5 points, he was born on Christmas Day in 1971. Yeah, I thought there might be a couple get it from this one. I might have had an inkling just from that clue. 4 people solving for 5. Before, friend star Matthew Perry went to school with him. He's been in the news recently. This was written before the unfortunate death of Matthew Perry. So yeah, it was very sad to hear that last weekend. For 3 points, he has led his country's Liberal Party since 2013. For 2, his father Pierre also served as leader of his country in the 1960s, 70s and 80s. And for a single point, he has served as Prime Minister of Canada since 2015. Justin Trudeau, yes, went to school with Matthew Perry. And I believe this question pack came in before the news that Matthew Perry had died broke. So that's just one of those funny coincidences. But very sad to hear about the death of Matthew Perry last weekend, aged 53, I want to say. Very sad. But we're not here to be sad, so we move right along. Quite a few solving that there. As we move on to puzzle number 3, we're looking for a sporting event. For 5 points, 176 competitors entered this event in 2023. Say be me for 5, well done there. For 4, the event lasts for 3 weeks and is normally held around July. And for 3, Frenchman Maurice Garin won the inaugural staging of this event in 1903. For 2, the event has winners in 4 classifications, namely General, Points, Mountains and Young Rider. And for a single point, along with the Giro d'Italia and Vuelta a España, it is one of cycling's grand tours. It's of course the Tour de France, a big bike race. Well done if you got that. I think it'd be me getting 5 there. Very well played. Let's clear the board. And move on to number 4. We're looking for a film. For 5, it was not nominated for any Oscars, but did win the 1994 BAFTA for Best Original Screenplay. And for 4, the film's director, Harold Ramis, makes a cameo as a neurologist. Samson's first in for 4, followed by 2. Now for 3, a Tim Minchin musical based on the film premiered in London's Old Vic in 2016. Now for 2, Bill Murray stars as cynical TV weatherman Phil Connors. Mr. Vertigo, welcome to the game. For a single point, Bill Murray stars as cynical TV weatherman Phil Connors, who is trapped in a time loop. What a great clue. What a great clue at the end there, Groundhog Day. I thought, was there a bug? He's brought that 4th clue in twice, but no, it's just very clever writing on the part of Quizzle there. It's Groundhog Day, of course it is. Still a film I've never seen, but I hear good things about it. Well done if you solved that. Let's clear the board. And move on to the final puzzle of the round, puzzle number 5, and take note of the syntax. It's quite important because we are looking for a date. The world's oldest football derby between Sheffield FC and Hallam FC was first played for 5. For 4, a week-long celebration of African American culture begins on this day. For 3, in Western Christianity it is the feast day of St. Stephen. That's where I would have solved it. A few of you doing the same. There is a non-zero chance you might get condoned for a wrong answer here for reasons I'll explain in a minute. For 2 points, appropriately enough for what it follows, it is National Thank You Note Day. And for 1, it is commonly known as Boxing Day and immediately follows Christmas Day. December 26th is what we were looking for there, or 26/12, or 12/26. There is a non-zero chance that if you wrote this, well, there's almost 100% certainty that if you wrote December 24th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th, and like that, it would have marked it as correct. Likewise, if you've written 26/11, just because of how the spell checker works on that one. But no one getting it till 3 points there anyway. So kept typing 11 for December. Whoops. No, December 26th. That is the end of Puzzle 5, and it's the end of round 1. Let's clear the board and check out the scores. So at the end of round 1, Toot's got a lead of 18. We've then got 4 players in second, each with 17. Innes, Mark, Samster and Shapes. Zeus has 15. Apodo, BC and Topper, you've all got 14. Anasep, Monster Manual, 13. AB Me, Nando and Optimat, you've got 12. Clive, Colin, Otley, Colo and Riff, you're all on 11. Jers and Rampant Sloth, you've got 10. Paulister, you've got 8. Ardenfet, 6. KS, Mr. Vertigo, Stilgar, all on 5. Mantissa and Silver Electron on 4. And Circubat on 3. So everyone's got some points, which is lovely. Always nice to see. Plenty more puzzles to come as we move on to round number 2. I'm just thinking, someone had an unpopular opinion that Boxing Day is better than Christmas Day. I'm not sure if I agree with that. But that's when we traditionally have all the leftover food that we haven't eaten on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We just make some like mashed potatoes and then put all the cold meats out. It's always good yarn. I am very much looking forward to Christmas this year because I sort of feel like I need some headspace because everything is just so busy, and with between work and gigs and things coming up, I'm taking 3 weeks off for Christmas this year, which would be lovely. Last 2 weeks of December, first week of January. Can't wait. So, anyway, less of that. Quizmas coming up in a few weeks as well. I'm sure I'll say more about that in the fullness of time. But for now, we're going to be move on to round number 2, which is the content filter. There is certainly less pressure for it to be perfect. Yeah, that's right. We've got about 11 round for Christmas this year, Christmas Day. I think we've got 7 for dinner and 11 at various other points. So it's going to be houseful at Casa Shea Flush. So, round 2, you're going to be shown 5 puzzles. Each puzzle's got a category of 5 objects, events, or characters that feature in the answer. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. Incorrect attempts, once again, freeze you out for 8 seconds. Very similar to round 1, but the clues are generally shorter. Okay? Good stuff. Hope you're all ready. Puzzle number 1, we're looking for a missing word in a book title. Ghost blank. Daniel Clowes, or Clowes. Well done, 2. Solving that for 5. Well played. For 4, Winter of the Blank by Ken Follett. 2's going in for 4. Well played. 3 now. The Blank According to Garp, John Irving. Quite a few solving there for 3. And for 2, The Lost Blank by Michael Crichton. And for a single point, Around the Blank in 80 Days by Jules Verne. Go on, BC. There we go. There's our sea of green. Well played, yeah. Around the World in 80 Days. I read that a very, very long time ago. Not for some years. Well then, if you did get that one, though, world was the missing answer, the missing word in all of those. Ghost World, Winter of the World, The World According to Garp, The Lost World, and Around the World in 80 Days. Lovely stuff. On we go. Puzzle number 2. We are looking for components of an item. We are looking for the item. For 5 points, high voltage transformer. For 4, a cooling fan. Oh, Innes, the first to solve for 4. Very well played. Big clue coming in at 3, magnetron. Got to whisper it, not a cat, not in the public chat, please. For 2, a cooking cavity. And for a single point, turntable. They're all components of a microwave or a microwave oven. Very well done if you managed to work that out. Well played. Let's clear the board and move right along to puzzle number 3. We're looking for varieties of a food. We're looking for the food. Paulister, welcome to the stream. For 5, Boston. BC is getting in for 5, as is Mark. For 4, bib. Still go Zeus and Fetz all picking up 4 points. For 3, Batavia. And for 2, Remain or Cos. I'd still have no idea at this point. I'd have got it from 1 though, Iceberg. And another sea of green. They are all varieties of lettuce. Very well done. Yeah, I don't eat lettuce. I don't believe in it. I don't believe it exists. Let's clear the board. Oops. Focus on the right window. On we go. Number 4. We are looking for a city from the landmarks. For 5 points, Bell and Drum Towers. Cheers, solving for 5. Very well played there. For 4, Marco Polo Bridge. Monster Man solving for 4. And Samsa solving for 4. For 3, the Temple of Heaven. 2 now getting in for 3. A couple of others as well. For 2, the Forbidden City. And for a single point, Tiananmen Square. They are all landmarks in the city of Beijing, also accepted Peking, from where we get the duck from. Well done, if you solve there, plenty of green going out, and we have got one more puzzle, puzzle number 5, and we're looking for, these are all types of what? For 5, trapeze. For 4, hobo. And for 3, shoulder. Mark is the first to solve, just getting in on 3 there. Maybe worked it out from 4, but the clue had just ticked down. Monster Man, Zeus, Podo, shapes. Also getting them for 3. For 2, tote. And for a single point, satchel. They're all bags, different types of bag. And we've all gone green, which is lovely to see. Everyone getting some points. Hooray, hooray. That is the end of puzzle 5 and the end of round 2. Let's clear the board, check out the scores. And at the end of round 2, Mr. Vertigo and Mantissa have 10, KS has 11, Silver Electron and Circubat have 12, Ardenfet's on 16, Rampant Sloth and Colin are on 18, Topper, Stilgar and Porlister are on 19, Clive's got 20, Optimat and Kolo on 21, It's Otley's on 22, Riff and Nando are on 23, BC and AB Me on 24, Monster Man, Jerd and Anasep on 25, Apodo's on 26, Zeus is on 28, Shapes is on 29, Innis is in 3rd place with 31, Samster in 2nd with 32, and Toot and Mark tying at the top with 33. Very, very close at the moment, with still 3 rounds to go. Which means there's still 75 points up for grabs, so it's not over by a damn sight. Let's go on. Round 3. It's any other name. You're going to be shown 5 puzzles, and each puzzle has 5 different descriptions of the same word. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed, and again, incorrect attempts will freeze you out for 8 seconds. No categories in this round, of course, because with 5 descriptions, they could be very different things, but they are all descriptions of the same word. Yes, this is I do quite like this round, Monster Man. There's sort of a throughput throughout the whole game in Data League, but this is a good one. The Wikipedia disambiguation section is really useful for writing this, for any budding writers out there who maybe want to think about writing in the future. Let's go. Puzzle number 1. For 5. It appears in the title of a short-lived David Mitchell quiz show of 2010. Clive and Otley breaking ground with 5. For 4 points, a convention in comics to allow the reader to know what a character says or thinks. Great concept. For 3, a period of intense speculation in a market, causing prices to rise quickly and then fall even faster. For 2, a type of tea originating from Taiwan made with tapioca balls. Or should we say Chinese Taipei? I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to say. For 1, a thin sphere of soapy liquid enclosing air or another gas. It's bubble, as in Michael. Oh, Michael Bublé. Yeah, so obviously bubbles, like bubble bath, bubble tea. A bubble like a housing bubble where things rise quickly then fall even faster. Speech bubble or thought bubble in comics. And the first one is actually eluding me. Appeared in the title. What's the short-lived David Mitchell quiz show of 2010? Is it Taiwan Shapes? Okay. Oh, it's just called The Bubble, is it? Oh, okay. That's a new one on me. Didn't know that one. Did it slap? I will investigate. I'll report back. I only read it in David Mitchell's. Nice. Well, most of us picking up some points there. Let's clear that board. Get on to the next one, puzzle number 2. For 5. The main body of a jellyfish. For 4. A term that is used to cover a broad category of things. Quite a few coming in for 4 here. For 3, eponymous academy whose members include Spaceboy, the Kraken and the Rumour. Sorry, my autocorrect has changed the word titular to eponymous. It does that. For 2, Rihanna and Jay-Z song of 2007. And for 1 point, a handheld device for protection against the rain. That would be Umbrella. This is my umbrella, I think was the song. Umbrella Academy was the show. And the term used to cover a broad category of things. So you're like an umbrella group or an umbrella company in business, I suppose, would work as well. Wasn't the Umbrella Corporation the main baddie from the main bad thing from, is it Silent Hill or Resident Evil? Is that the Umbrella Corporation? Extra umbrella definitions. It's Resident Evil, it was. Excellent. Resident Evil, excellent. Yes, the Umbrella Corporation. Extra bonus clue for you there. Let's go on. Puzzle number 3. For 5. The debut novel of Scottish writer Jackie Kay. And for 4. The central part of certain flowers, such as the daffodil. For 3. Device used to assist hearing. No solves just yet. And there's our first few. Samson Shapes, Jers, Colin, Clive. Going in for 3. For 2 points, a loud characteristic noise made by an elephant. That noise. It's my elephant impression. For 1, a brass musical instrument with 3 valves. It's a trumpet, and there's a doot for you. Get your doots in the chat. If you're subscribed to it. Is Ash here tonight? Ash with a guest cameo over on game night. Not seeing him in the chat, so he may not be here. But yes, trumpet was the answer. Most of us managing to get that. Very well done. On to the next puzzle, number 4. For 5. An open-faced sandwich originating in Springfield, Illinois. And for 4, type of crab belonging to the Limulidae family. Puzzle Dan, welcome to the game, welcome to the stream. Limulidae, possibly? For 3, the largest of the 3 waterfalls that form the Niagara Falls. And for 2, a full moustache resembling an upside-down U, also known as a biker moustache. Moustache, if you prefer. And for a single point, a narrow band of iron attached to the hoof of an equine animal. Right, if you got that, horseshoe was the answer. Shoes for horses. The little... like that. That's a horseshoe. Scored a ringer on that one. Yes, the Illinois sandwich. That's a very obscure definition of horseshoe. The others from the Niagara Falls, incidentally, are the American Falls and the Bridal Veil Falls. So there you are. Let's clear that puzzle and we'll move on to the final one of round 3. For 5. Surname of father and son jewelers Emmanuel and Kenneth. It might be Brittle. It says bridal in my notes, but brittle sounds about right. For 4, the protagonist in Margaret Atwood's Oryx and Crake. And for 3, a score of 8 on a hole in one. A score of 8 on a hole in golf, or an innings, or in an innings in baseball. Fuck me, I can't read. A score of 8 on a hole in golf, or in an innings in baseball. For 2, Olaf in Frozen, for example. And for 1, an anthropomorphic character built during cold weather. That would be a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? Or as we did during my lockdown years, do you want to drink on FaceTime? Oh, I'm walking in the air. Yeah. Nice. Snowman is what we wanted there, most of us getting that one. Let's clear the board and check out the scores at the end of round 3. So, Mark with a single point lead on 49, Toots just behind on 48, Samson now in third on 46, Innes has 44, Shapes and Zeus on 43, bit of a gap down to Anasep and Apodo on 38, Clive and Nando on 37, AB, Me and Riff on 35, it's Sotley and Monster Man on 34, BC's got 32, Jers, Opsmats and Stilgar and Topper on 31, Coda's got 30, Paulister and Silver Electron on 28, Colin's got 27, Rampant Sloth 26, Ardenfest 25, Circubat 22, Mantis on 17, Mr. Vertigo 16, KS 15 and Puzzle Down on 2. But has only recently joined in. There's still 50 points up for grabs. So technically, Puzzle Down, you can still win this game. So when you hear the beat, you realise you've got your vodka and the cashier only speaks push 2, so I don't like it in here. But the June took her shoes off. Please give him an answer. So no. Right. Okay. That's supposed to be a sub-message, possibly, Zeus. If it was, then thanks. But I'll get TTS to read it in a minute, if that is indeed was the intent. Let's go on, round 4. It's the clue chain. You're going to be shown 5 puzzles, and each puzzle has a category and 5 clues with letters gradually being added to each. A bit like round 1 of Hacker that we just did earlier on. Points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. Not to indulge my madness. Fair enough. But it's not even done the blaring noise. But, points decrease every 10 seconds as the next clue is revealed. This is the only round where spelling must be exact. Incorrect attempts once again will freeze you out for 8 seconds. But do give me exact spelling for this. And again, if you're wrong, you're just frozen out and can attempt again. So, good luck. Round 4 is the clue chain. And puzzle number 1, we're looking for a TV series, 8, 6 and 5. For 5. Oh, very good. Podo, Clive and Nando solving for 5. For 4 now. Generous is the algorithm going to be with which letters it puts in? That's quite generous, I'd say, at 4. For 3, that's incredibly generous. And for 2. There we go. Nice sea of green. Everyone getting at least 2. And for 1. American Horror Starry. Oh, that'd have 2 R's, wouldn't it? Starry. American Horror Starry. That's American Horror Story. What's the first few series is of that? What was the first one? There was the Death House or Horror House, whatever it was called. And then there was the Asylum one. Which was really, really good. Then the Witch one, which was good. Ah, there we go. A message from our sponsor, Zeusless.
Oh, sure, TTS, now you let me do it. Ripdale Wint one. That's all. Wint one?
Thanks, TTS. You tried. So, thanks very much for the 33-month subscription. It's very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Yeah, and then the Coven one I really liked, and then we sort of went off it when it got to the Freak Show episode, the Carnival one. So, yeah. Anyway, that's less of that. Let's move on. Let's clear the board and move on to puzzle number 2. We are looking for a work of art. 35438 for 5. Curiously, the second puzzle in round 1 of Hacker was also a work of art, so a bit of poetry going on there. 4. Souls there, Innes, Clive, Paulus are all picking up 4. Well played for 3. And for 2. And for 1 point. Tricky one, probably the least well answered we've seen so far in this pack. Under half of you getting the Great Wave of Kanagawa. Mr. Vertigo, welcome to the stream. No, I've heard of it, but I probably wouldn't have got it from there. I have no more information to furnish you with, I'm afraid. But there we go. On we go to the next puzzle. We are looking for a celebrity couple, 54357 for 5. Oh, Clive Shakes, well played for 5. For 4. is Mr. Vertigo picking up 4, as is Mark for 3 now. And for 2. Got a few getting in here, and for 1 point. That would be Elton John and David Furnish. I accidentally gave you a little clue at the end of the last puzzle when I said I haven't got any more information to furnish you with. Possibly sort of seen it in my peripheral vision. I'm going with that. But yes, Elton John and David Furnish were our celebrity couple there. We'll play one more puzzle in this round, and we're looking for puzzle number 4. An historical event, 42364. Podo's in for 5. Very well played. For 4 now. Oh, right near a carpet. A few pings coming in. For 3. Gotta whisper it, not a cat. And also, French Revolution doesn't go to fit with those letters. Please whisper. And for 2. And everyone has solved lovely stuff. Yeah, you gotta whisper it. You must whisper, it won't be processed otherwise. And also, French Revolution is definitely not going to fit with those letters. Last of the Summer Wine, that nearly works. Doesn't work with the letters we've got. No, that's Fall of the Berlin Wall in 1990? 89? 91? Was it 1990? It was 89. Oh, fuck me. Oh, this is heartburn at the moment. It's just killing me. Well played if you solve that. Now there is definitely only one more in this round. Let's take a look. Scientist surname and discovery, 1036 for 5. And for 4. There's our first solve from BC, picking up 4. And for 3. A few solves coming in here for 2. And for 1. That would be Rutherford and Proton. Rutherford, of course, discovered the proton. There you guys, you're right. That is the end of puzzle 5 and the end of round 4, so let's clear the board and check out the scores. Mark has the lead with 64, Innes in second with 61, Tootin, Samster and Shapes in a 3-way in third with 60 points each. Zeus has got 56, Clive on 54, Rapodo and Nando on 53, Riff on 47, ABMe and Anasep on 46, Totley on 45, BC on 44, Jers and Monster Man on 41, Colo and Topper have got 40, Paulista on 39, Colin, Optimat, Stilgar on 38, Silver Electron on 37, Ardenfett 34, Rampant Sloth 33, Circubat on 30, Mr. Vertigo 28, Mantissa on 27, KS 19, and Puzzle Dan on 7. And Mrs. Flush is here.
We are home.
They are home, as is Mini Flush, as is our Dexter dog. Yeah, it's been alright.
He's so happy.
He's so happy. He's a very happy boy.
He's a happy boy. He's so happy. Hello. It fam. Hi.
At this point, Puzzle Dan, no, you can't win.
Kiss the dog.
Hello, boy. Please don't touch my throat. Ah, little kiss.
He's a sweetie.
He's very sweet.
He's been so
nice to see you. We've got one more round here, and then we've got the escape artist. So.
Hi guys.
Mrs. Flush is here. Many Flush is here.
We're having a good night. Alright, we're gonna
How
go.
were the fireworks?
Fireworky. They were as you would expect in a wet, rainy.
So I'll say fireworks are always so very anticlimactic because they're always freezing. It's normally wet.
Yeah.
Normally ill at this time of year, and you stood around with a load of other people. You can't see anything. You trip over in the dark. You look up and it's some pretty lights for a while, and then they go off again.
It was nice to be out. We had nice food.
Good.
And nice drinks. And the problem with the bonfire, they had an awesome bonfire, but because of H.
Oh yeah, and you end up stinking.
It's not that, it's just that you couldn't get anywhere near the damn thing. You were about the distance of our garden away from the bonfire, so it was like you could look at it in the distance and occasionally get a waft of warm.
I was like, oh, that's nice.
It was nice. It was
H and
nice.
F? Health and safety. Oh, H and S.
H&S.
Yeah.
H&S.
Well, there you go. This is my opinion on Fireworks Night. I'm not a big fan of it, but...
No, you don't like anything fun with other people, do you? You need to stay home and be boring.
Wow, don't say that to all these lovely people who are playing my high-quality content on Twitch.
Yeah, exactly. Don't listen.
Stay home and be boring. You just way to insult a room full of people, Megs.
I'm talking about this.
Anyway, can we go back? We're going to go back to our game.
You go back. Yeah.
Okay, now.
I'm just enjoying some of the comments. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to it, but it's nice to see you all. And yeah.
Cool.
Sort yourself out, Benjamin. Come on. You're meant to be presenting a show. Okay? Come on, have some profession. Come on, get your act together.
See you in a bit. My word, everybody. Go back to being antisocial then. Yeah, coming back to being antisocial with you lovely people as we go to round number 5. And it's all a blur. You will be shown 5 pictures. Each picture is a category. The picture will gradually come to sharper focus. Points decrease every 10 seconds. Incorrect attempts read you out for 8 seconds once again. And you will get an extra wordy clue when we get to the 2-point mark, which will hopefully help you along the way. It's all a blur. 5 puzzles. Here's the first, and we're looking for Anamananamanamanamal. For 5. Ooh, good eyes in here. Picking it up for 5. For 4. 3. And for 2. Despite its name, this animal is neither from an African country nor porcine. And for a single point. It's a kidney pig, so it is a guinea pig. Yeah, funny looking dog. That's a guinea pig. We had guinea pigs growing up. They do smell, but they are quite cute. Yeah, we had 3. Gilbert, Sullivan and Beethoven. Names of the guinea pigs, because, yeah, that's the sort of jokes that we made as kids. Well done if you got that. Let's clear it and move on. Tie at the top, 66-66 for Ennis and Mark, and tied second, Samson and Shapes on 65, and 2 just 1 behind on 64. Much to play for. Puzzle 2. We're looking for a rock group for 5. For 4. 3. 'Don't know when yet. For 2. Somebody told me about this band when you were young. Oh my god. And for 1. Not sure how many people getting that from the clue as opposed to the picture, but yes, it is the Killers. Somebody told me, but you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that about you. Yeah, that one. And Mr. Brightside and various others. Well done. If you got some points there, let's clear the board. Right, back into the lead. 68. Samson Shapes tied on 67. Innocent 2 tied on 66 in third. Puzzle 3. We're looking for an organisation. Samson and Shapes and Colin in for 5, as is Stilgar. And quite a few, actually. Paulister and Rip as well now. And a Podo for 4. 3. 4. And for 2, founded in 1946, it provides aid to youngsters worldwide. And for 1. I don't know if you got this one. That is UNICEF. UNICEF is what we were after there. Very well played. 2 more pictures in this round and in this game. For picture puzzle number 4, we are looking for a play. For 5. There's a few souls coming in. For 4. And for 3. And for 2. Was this clue worth waiting for? Go. Do type the answer now. Very good. And for 1. Literally just told you. Waiting for Godot, or waiting for Godot, if you prefer. Waiting for Godot, which is a play by... Oh God, I don't even know. Someone will tell me in a minute. The answer is hidden in plain sight. Was this clue worth waiting for? Go, do, type the answer now. Waiting for Godot. What's in there? Oh, it's Samuel Beckett. Cool. Yeah, somebody told me, and when you were young, titles and songs by the Killers, and the guinea pig is a rodent that originated in South America, which I forgot to mention before. There is just one more puzzle, and my goodness, my gracious, my word, we've got a 3-way tie at the top with 77 each for Mark, Samsa, and Shapes. Innes a little way behind on 74, and 2 a point behind that on 73. We could have 5 medals going in at this rate. Let's find out what happens. One final puzzle. Puzzle number 5. We're looking for a shared name. For 5. Toppers in for 5, as is BC. Well played there. And Puzzle Dan picking up 5 as well. In for 4 now. Samsa's got 4. And with that exchange, Samsa gets himself the gold. 3 points available. Shapes has managed to find it for 3. Puts himself into contention for the silver. And he's now got it. Well played for 2 points. Both great on the track. One in athletics and the other in Formula 1. And Mark picking up 2 with 4-3-2, which means we're going to finish 81-80, 79, and for a single point now. The shared name we were after was Lewis. Wouldn't accept Carl or Hamilton on that one because the name that they share is Lewis. Carl Lewis and Lewis Hamilton. And at the end of that puzzle, that is the end of the round and the end of the game. So let's clear the board and check out the final scores. And after 25 very exciting puzzles, Mark takes the bronze with 79, Shapes takes the silver with 80, but it's Sammy who pips him at the post with just a point ahead on 81 to eke out the gold. Very well played, you three. Medals to you, commiserations to everyone else, but your points will be converted into pennies at a rate of... times your score by 5. Times your score by 5, and that's what you'll get in pennies. So if you are Optimat and you've got 50, then you're going to end up with 250 pennies. Lovely questions there from Quizzle. As always, very, very many thanks, Quizzle, for those. Really, really great pack. And hey, if you enjoyed all of those by Quizzle, you can come back next week because he's writing The Purge next week. So make sure you pop on back for that next week for even more stuff from, more trivia from Quizzle. But thank you very much for those tonight in Data Leak. I hope you enjoyed them. I certainly enjoyed reading them, and thanks again to Oni for proofing. So those are the final scores. Time to score by 5. That's the number of pennies that you'll get. And coming up after the break, we have got the return for this season of The Escape Artist, the first time we've seen it. This game uses hAx0R, which is a different input method we've not used tonight. It may be being migrated to the Universal Controller. I might want to rewrite the code and do an Escape Artist 3 at some point, but that's not high on the to-do list because it's relatively recently been redone anyway. Innes, welcome to the stream. So yes, moving over to hAx0R for this next game. I can't remember if I've updated the authorization, so you might still have to type a one-time password even if you authorize at the Twitch end. Genuinely can't remember. We'll find out in a minute. But this pack is going to be has been written by Mr. Vertigo, so make sure that you get yourselves back for this. Again, proof by only two, I'm very grateful. A little bit of restacking on this pack, but it should make for a fairly good pack that we'll have a lot of fun with. So if you've not played this one before, if you're a new viewer this season, The Escape Artist coming up next. Should be a lot of fun. Congratulations again to Snapster, our Data Leak champion. Thanks to Quizzle and to Oni for proofing. We're going to take a little break. I will play some adverts, so if you're not subscribed, you'll see some adverts, but we won't start the next game without you. Don't worry, it just means when people join that they don't have to have pre-rolls. So if you are subbed, you'll get some music, and all will be well. The Escape Artist, aka Quiz Prison, coming up in a few minutes after the break. You've been playing Data Leak. I will see you shortly. And don't go away, because when we return, we are going to be playing The Escape Artist for the first time this season. Should be a lot of fun. Let's give ourselves a bonus, a leaky bonus. Ooh, leaky 461. Nice generous bonus there from the bot. Type that into the chat to claim your bonus. And yes, Escape Artist as written by Mr. Vertigo coming up very shortly. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.
In the beginning, back in the old days, the telephone was something of an oddity, to say the least. You'd pick up this receiver to see that the line was clear. Then you'd hang up and ring with this crank. Pick it up again and tell the operator what number you wanted. was anybody home, they'd answer and you could talk.
Welcome back to the second, or arguably the third part of this evening's game night, where it is time for the Escape Artist. And Shadowmane and hAx0R, welcome to the stream, and a message from our sponsor, Shadowmane.
No parole, no community service, no early release. The electric chair awaits those who cannot escape quiz prison. This is the Escape Artist. And here is your warden, Benjamin Lathbury.
Thank you for the 32 months there, Shadowmane. But please don't call me Benjamin, because no one calls me Benjamin. I don't really respond well to it. It technically is my given name, but it's not one that I go by, if you'd be so kind. But I'm very grateful to you for the 32 months. Welcome to the stream, and hAx0R as well. Welcome on in. And it's time for the Escape Artist, indeed, as Shadowmane was saying there. Come and get yourself into quiz prisons, written by Mr. Vertigo, proved by Oni. Lots of fun to be had. This game has got anytime entry, but if you don't join at the beginning, then you don't get a cell, essentially. Or maybe you do if you join in within the first 5 questions. I can't remember. It does something. And if you get eliminated, you can continue playing, such is the way that the game works. So keep answering. Answer every question once you're eliminated, but not necessarily beforehand, because there's a certain level of strategy attached. Optimat, are you struggling to get validated there? It says invalid validation code received. You might want to just double check that, because I'm not seeing you in the game yet. Just double check that validation code. There you go. I think it might be case sensitive because I'm a terrible programmer. I'm not a terrible programmer, I'm a reasonable programmer. Right. There's a... Oh, that's fine. No worries. You're welcome to come and go as you please. Try to do it through Twitch chat, fine. Well, welcome to the stream, Optimus. Glad you're in now. It's not case sensitive, I'm going to fix it for this one then. So, this pack is by Mr. Vertigo, and very grateful to him. Let me give you a quick overview of the rules. The idea is to escape each round. There are 3 rounds in total, and there's a couple of different ways that you do that. The rules will be explained on screen in just a minute, but ultimately the objective is, in the first round there are 10 questions. You need to answer exactly 5. You can answer any of the 5, but the harder the question, the more points they're worth. It will be displayed at the top how many points each question is worth. But the harder it is, the more points you get. Points carry forward to the next round. If you fail to answer 5 questions by the end of the 10, or it becomes mathematically impossible for you to do so, then you will be eliminated from the game. You've also got 3 green lights over your avatars. These are your lives. If you get a question wrong, you lose a life. If you run out of lives, you are eliminated from the game. For every life that you have got left at the end of the round, you'll be given a bonus point. Once you've answered 5, you will not be able to answer any more in this first round, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, you are trying to escape the round. If you don't know and you don't want to attempt it and you don't want to cost yourself a life, abstention is a perfectly valid tactic in these first couple of rounds. But do remember, if there aren't enough questions, then you risk getting stuck and locked in. Okay? Okay. That's about the level of it. I'm going to give it a few more seconds for people to come and join, and then we'll get underway. Ow. Yeah, and again, sorry I'm not more enthusiastic and energetic tonight. I feel like shit, and I'm getting quite annoyed because it's, let's say, 3 Saturdays in a row now when I've been not particularly well on stream. So the fact that this one is partially self-inflicted is, you know, silly of me, but at the same time, it's not good. But I want to keep putting them on. I don't want to cancel, you know, unless I'm dying, like my appendix came out. Yeah, it's not fair on the writers, and I know you guys like to come and play, and it normally cheers me up anyway, even if I am ill. So, just apologies for the seeming lack of energy this evening, but I hope you're still enjoying the trivia, in spite of my best efforts. Right, 30 seconds, and then I think we'll get going. Ow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Colin's about to burn by the looks of his... Yeah, it's a perspective thing. It's actually further forward than that, but it does look like it's looking at his feet there. I thought it was getting a bit warm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, Topper? 27 of you in play. I think we are just about ready. Escape artist, that's what I want. Let's lock you in. Round 1 is called Initiate. Those are the rules. I did just explain them, but just in case you want to read them, there they are. Answer any 5 of the 10 questions. Once you've done so, you're through to the next round, but you won't be able to answer any more. Harder the question is, the more points it's worth. Point values will be displayed prior to each question, and accumulated points will be carried forward to the next round. If you give an incorrect answer, you lose one of your 3 lives. If you exhaust your lives, you're eliminated from the game. Bonus points awarded for each life you have left at the end of the round. No penalty for abstention, however, if you don't answer 5 questions before the end of the round, or there are not enough questions left for you to do so, you will be eliminated from the game. Good luck. So there's question order 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, 9, 1, 8, 9, 1, 8, 10, 7. Heavy weighting towards the second half, so this could make for an interesting round, seeing how many players are going to leave the 3 hardest questions, or 3 out of the 4 hardest questions in the last 3. So we might have a few early escapes here, more early escapes than perhaps we would normally if people want to go for those easier questions first. But yes, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6, the front end. I don't like that, says it subtly. It is quite scary because you've got to make your bed to lie in it. Do you take the risk and wait for the harder ones? There's not many bailouts beyond question 7. They are tough questions at the end. So, decisions to be made. Could make for an interesting spread in this round. Good luck to you all. They're from an unknown writer as well. Yes, from Mr. Vertigo. They are pretty fair, I would say. I think they're pretty good questions. We're going to start with a question for 3 points. Good luck, Hackbox devices at the ready. Here's question 1. For 3 points, the song We Don't Talk About Bruno comes from which Disney film? For abstention is a perfectly valid strategy if you don't know. Doesn't cost you a life if you abstain, but it does if you are wrong. That's time up. Correct answer. Encanto, and everyone who has attempted it getting it right. It was the first Disney song to reach #1 in the UK charts. Very well done, all who've attempted that. Picking yourselves 3 points. On we go. Next question is for 2 points. If you do want to come and join the game, there is the room code. The Hackbox screen, I forgot that's a button that I could press. Factoid surprises me. Yeah, trivia. You'd have thought there would have been more Disney songs at #1, but that's the way it goes. Question number 2 is for 2 points. Take a look. The Scottish inventor John Logie Baird, possibly Baird, is credited as one of the innovators of which electronic device first demonstrated in 1926. Couple of late answers coming in the grace time there. Oh, it's beard. Thank you, Colin. Correct answer is the television. The TV, television, all accepted there. Telephone, unfortunately, is not right. Neither is phone, neither is microwave. I'd heard of him, but I think I probably would have struggled with that one. It was, but Only easy if you know the answers. This did go through a little bit of a restack with Oni, so the question order has slightly changed. But that was a 2-pointer. Well done if you got that. KS, Puzzle Dan, and Top Bot Wop, you are going to lose a life. On we go. Question number 3. This is for 4 points. Take a look. Wielded by ancient Roman foot soldiers, what type of weapon was a gladius? It's time. Quite a lot of players attempting this one. The correct answer was... it was a sword. Linguistically, within Latin, the word also came to mean sword, regardless of the type used. A sword, Porter, so yes, you can have a sword. Spear, I won't allow. Big old sword, yeah, you can have that, Clive. Big old sword. But spear and lance, I'm afraid I can't let you have. So you are... oh, S-word, yes indeed. So I'm afraid Mantissa, Puzzle Dan, KS, Shadowmane, Topbot, Bot, BC, ABME, and Shapes, you are going to lose a life on that one. Let's light you back up. It's been so long since we played this game, I've forgotten the phrases. Puzzle Dan, KS, Topbot, Wop, you are on your last life, so tread it carefully. This next question is worth 5 points if you want to play it. Take a look. Which Roman god is portrayed as the messenger god with winged sandals? I thought this might happen. A lot of players have attempted it. I've got a lot of red on my debug log, and with a couple of exceptions, they have got one common theme. The answer is Mercury. Hermes was the Greek god, the Greek equivalent. So we can't allow Hermes. We were after the Roman one, which was Mercury. Hermes for Nando, Kajars, 2, Otley, Stilgar, and Opsimat, and Sam, all incorrect and all going to lose a life on that one. Greek knowledge, I hope Paulus would know that one. But yeah, he was the Greek god there. Icarus Marathon, also incorrect answers, I'm afraid. ABM and Colin also going to lose a life. For everyone else, well done if you got that. It's worth 5 points. Let's light you back up. Clive, you're one away from escaping. First one to get to that point. Puzzle Dan, KS, Topbot Wop, ABME, you're on your last life, so do tread carefully. Question number 5. This is worth 6 points if you care to play it. Good luck. Take a look. In 2022, which female singer became the youngest ever artist to headline the Glastonbury Festival? A lot of people attempting this one. Only 2 wrong answers as far as I can see. The correct answer was Billie Eilish at the age of 20. Clive, you are the first player to escape from the round. Very well played. You won't be able to answer any more in this round, but you do go blue, and we will see you in round 2. Swift and Dua Lipa are both incorrect answers, so Cirky and Monster, I'm afraid you are going to lose a life. Everyone else, though, picking up 6 points. Well played. So, Puzzle Dan, KS, and ABME, you require all 5 of the remaining questions. Possibly a tough thing to ask. 1 away for Colo and Silver Electron. And Puzzle Dan, KS, Topbot Wop, and ABME on your last life, so tread carefully. We're going on to question number 6. This is worth 9 points. One of the trickier questions in the round. Let's see what you make of it. Good luck. What is the name of the bridge that spans the Arno in Florence at its narrowest point and famously has shops built along its length? Oof, a lot of answers coming in the grace time there. Let's take a look. Correct answer is Ponto Vecchio. Possibly. The first bridge was made of wood and replaced by one made of stone in 1333. A few years later it was destroyed by the river and it was later reconstructed in 1345. Uffizi is wrong. Arnolfini is wrong. The name of the bridge, Ben, is wrong. The Rialto Bridge, rough set for me, good luck everyone. The Rialto and Bridge over Troubled Water are all incorrect. I'm just going to double check. So a couple of players put Rialto Bridge. But I think it's probably not right. That's in Venice, not Florence. So it is indeed a different bridge. So well done if you did get that and pick yourself up 9 points. I don't know that anyone else has escaped there, but unfortunately for AB, Me, Puzzle Dan and KS, you've either not got enough questions left or you've run out of lives. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Puzzle Dan, KS and AB, Me are eliminated. So, Topper, you now require all of them. Oh, I'm getting a cramp in my foot. Sam, Mark, Colo, Inca and Silver Electron are 1 away. Any one of the remaining 4. Otley, Toot and Topper, you are on your last life, so tread carefully. That one, but the difficulty of the 3 and 4 points put me off. That's the game. That's the game, yeah. Sometimes it's... Sometimes you know the harder ones, but not the easier ones, or the ones deemed to be easier. Very difficult. It can be quite difficult to stack as well, this game, to predict exactly what is easy and what is hard. Anyway, a bit of breathing room. The last bit of breathing room in this round, question 7, is worth 1 point. Good luck. Bichon Frise, Pomeranian and Chihuahua are all breeds of which domesticated animal? Most players attempting this, the correct answer was, of course, they're dogs. Yes, Inca and Silver Electron, you have escaped into round 2. Well played. Yes, Doggo, I will have K-Jars, and Dogs, yes, I will have that. Dog or Dog, so you retain that life, and you get the point, and you're 1 step closer to escaping. Nothing else to report there. Let's press on and light you back up. So, Topper, you still require all, the 8, the 10, and the 7. Lots of players 1 away. I'm not going to read all those names, but if you're in yellow there, then any of the last 3 and you'll get through. Otley, Toot and Topper, you are also on your last lives. So lots of people requiring 1 of these last 3. The 8-pointer, the 10-pointer, and the 7-pointer. Could be very interesting to see how this falls. Good luck. With only 2 escaped so far, here's question 7. The emblem of which English Premier League football club is a cockerel standing on top of a football? Remember, if you have been eliminated, you can continue playing. You still get pennies for all the correct answers that you give. Quite a few attempting it. Quite a lot of green in here, but a couple of reds as well. The correct answer was... Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur, Riff, Sam, Mark, Colo, Optimus, K-Jars, Fernando and BC, you have escaped. Very well played. You've gone blue and you're through to round 2. Manchester United and Chelsea, I'm afraid, are not the right answers. Mantissa and Colin and Topper. Well, it's been fun, but I must declare this is the end of my escape artist journey. It certainly is, I'm afraid, Topper. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Into your cell you go. Not British and hate sport ball. Stilgar and Colin, you require all remaining questions. Still a number of players in yellow, which means you need either of the remaining 2 in order to escape. And we've got Mantissa, Otley, Toot, and Colin on their last life. Yeah, I know we do have a global audience, Stilgar, and it can be quite difficult. Sometimes you do get more, but it's the same way. You know, when questions about basketball come up, you know, I'm not American and have no interest in that sport ball, so just the way it goes. Try and cater for all audiences as far as we can. Question number 9 is worth 10 points. A lot of you still in the game. Let's see what it brings. Good luck. Or sandwiches from Illinois for that matter. On the modern Beaufort scale, what number represents the most severe wind force? Only a smattering attempting this one. The correct answer, and I would have been wrong, I thought it was 10. Nobody has put 10 in the answers by the looks of it. The correct answer was 12. Paulus to Shapes and Monster, you have escaped. Very well played. Yeah, it ranges from 0 for Calm to 12 for Hurricane. And incidentally, Spurs were founded on the 5th of September 1882. Spurs or Tottenham Hotspur. 8, 6, 5 and 9 unfortunately are all incorrect answers, and for you, Stilgar, I'm afraid that means you're either not got enough questions left to escape, or you're out of lives. Whichever way you spin it, I'm afraid it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Into your cell you go. So, Rampant Sloth, Shadowmane, Mantissa, Otley Toot, Circe, Colin, and Fetz, I think it was. One away. Shadowmane, Mantissa, Otley Toot, Circe, and Colin on your last live, with one question left. And quite a few players escaped there. Shadowmane, why are you trying to join the game twice? Don't do that. Right. 7-pointer. Question 10. Oh, you tried to talk in game. That's what the log is then. Yeah, no, that's not a thing anymore. I need to nix that debug log because that's incorrect. Good luck. If you're not in blue, here's question 10. Fittingly, considering its definition, what literary term has roots in the Greek words for both sharp and dull? Great flurry of answers coming in at the end there. It's an oxymoron, and only two managing to escape on that question. Cutting it kind of fine too, leaving it till question 10 on the 7-pointer, but yeah, oxymoron. Oxus for sharp and moros for dull. Oxy, something that's oxymoronic, is sort of contradicts itself. So paradox is in the same sort of thing, but that's definitely an 11-point. Really? I don't know, it's certainly a word I'd heard of. Pointillism, chapter, paradox, and point are all incorrect, and so I'm very sorry. But Otley, Fetz, Colin, Mantissa, Shadowmane, Rampant Sloth, and Circe, I'm afraid it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Into the cells you go. We started with, I think, 27, and we are now down to 15 players. For each life that you have got left, I will give you an extra point, you 15. Very well played. You're through round 1. Let's go on to round 2. Round 2 is sustain. Answer as many of the 10 questions as you can and hit the target of 50 points. The high score plus 15 in order to escape. Each question is now worth 5 points, which means they will have a roughly sort of middling difficulty curve, meaning everybody must answer at least 3 questions correctly to escape. The more points you've got, the fewer questions you'll have to answer. At least one of you will only need 3. Some of you may require quite a few more. Accumulated points will once again be carried forward to the next round. If you give an incorrect answer, you lose 1 of your 3 refreshed lives. If you exhaust your lives, you are eliminated from the game. 2 bonus points are awarded for each life you have left at the end of the round. So 2 bonus points this time rather than 1. So those lives, if you've still got them, are worth their weight in gold towards the end of the round. The difference from round 1 is that players who have already escaped may choose to continue answering questions if they like, but they are still at risk of elimination if they exhaust their lives. So if you only need 3 to get through and you answer the first 3, you're safely through to round 3. However, if you keep answering and you end up getting something wrong and lose all your lives, you can still be eliminated even after you have escaped. Okay? Once again, there's no penalty for abstention. However, if you don't hit the target before the end of the round, or there's not enough questions left for you to do so, you will be eliminated from the game. But once you are eliminated, you can continue playing for pennies. Once again, 10 questions in the round, not a cap. So yeah, there's your target of 50 from your current score, and that target has been set by someone on 35 points. That would be Mark up in the top right-hand corner. So Mark needs 3. Everybody else needs slightly more than that, and it should be telling you on your device. It should work out exactly how many questions you need and give you that information there. Every question is now worth 5 points. Good luck. Here's question 1. Ralph, Jack, Simon, Piggy and Roger are characters that make up the cast of which novel? Correct answer. Lord of the Flies by William Golding. The Famous 5. There's going to be very different Famous 5 books. Imagine Lord of the Flies and the Famous 5. Unfortunately, not the correct answer, Optimats. You're going to lose a life on that one. Everyone else who played it, getting it right. Well done. Let's light you back up. Just going to bring my stream deck a bit closer because I want to sit back in my chair slightly. What a shame. There we go. On we go. Question number 2. Take a look. 5 code postal out of radio contact. Question 2. What is the only US state that has one syllable in its name? Mark with the late answer. It was a correct answer though, Mark. Very well played. Most of us getting that. It's Maine, the easternmost state in the New England region. Utah. Unless it's pronounced Thar. Even then it's too. Tar. It's a silent T. It's a yeah, you know, most of the players getting that one right, picking up 5 points. Think about it all. Pennsylvania, it's definitely Mississippi. Well done if you got that one. Let's light you back up. Paul is still losing a life. Mark, who got the first 2 right and only needed 3. You are 1 away from escaping already. Remember, you can keep answering even after you've escaped. You don't have to play any question. You do lose life if you're wrong. No penalties for abstention. Question 3. In which year was Maradona's Hand of God goal in the FIFA World Cup? Few attempting this. Not many getting it right, it has to be said. The correct answer was 1986. Colo, I think... I honestly don't think that you thought it was 2986. I think that's probably condonable as a typo. Yeah, Mr. Vertigo's agreeing with me. It's going to be phonetically plausible. It's very clear what has gone on with that one, and I'm not going to penalise for the typo on that because it's quite clear. Not mathematically plausible. Yeah. Code has actually invented time travel. For all we know, that might be a right answer. You know, so Riff is actually saying, I'm going to follow my best judgment here, Colo, and say I think you knew what you were talking about, and I am going to allow that. Yeah, the goal, it was 1986. The goal's name derives from Maradona's initial response on whether he scored it illegally, stating it was made a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. I think, was it against Italy? Or it was in Italy? No, Italy was 1990. Was it against England? No, it was against England, wasn't it? Versus in Mexico, that was it. Against England, yeah. And he went to head it, and he's only about 4'2", Maradona. He went to head it, and he put his hand in between his head and the ball to give himself basically an extra 6 inches of height. It was against England, yes. And Peter Shilton got ruined. So yeah, Hand of God, 1986, 1990, 1992, 1960. And 70 are all incorrect. I'm afraid you are going to lose a life there. Let's light you back up. Mark's hitting that one out, so he's still 1 away from escaping. So in a comfortable position. Optimus, you're on your last life, so do tread carefully as we go on to this next question. Question number 4. Take a look. What popular condiment would you use as a base for remoulade? Time. The correct answer is mayonnaise. Mayonnaise. I did accept mayo on that as well. While its original purpose was possibly for serving with meats, remoulade is now more often used as a condiment or dipping sauce, primarily for salt, plaice, and seafood cakes such as crab or salmon cakes. Mayonnaise is what you wanted. Can't stand the stuff personally. K-Jarves, that's phonetically plausible. Mayon. It's because it's double N, single S. But phonetically plausible. It's a spell challenge, yeah. Sometimes the spell check is a weird one where you get the doubles mistranslated. So if you went single N, double S, it doesn't get through the spell checker, even though it looks more correct than other ones that do get through the spell checker. Pepper, ketchup, and mustard are all incorrect. That's the only acceptable condiment. Barbecue sauce from time to time. Optimus, I'm afraid that was your last life and you've got it wrong. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Mark's still 1 away from escaping. and it goes yellow right there. Still the only player to be one away as we approach the halfway point of this round. BC, you're now on your last life, so tread carefully. One more wrong answer, you are out of the game. Question number 5, take a look. The TV show Glee was set in a school that shared its name with which US president? Apologies for the missing word there. Yeah, there should be a which in there. I did get that. Most players attempting it, the correct answer was William McKinley was the answer. Mark finally breaking through after question 5 and escapes on 50 points. Remember, Mark, you can continue answering if you want to increase that score even higher. Madison, Lincoln, Jefferson, and Jefferson are all incorrect answers. He was the 25th US president, and he was born in Ohio, which is where Glee was set. Excuse me just a moment. So, lives to be lost, and BC, that was your last life, and you got it wrong. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. And there goes BC, slammed into the slammer. And Sam, 2, Nando, you're 1 away, 1 more question, and you are through to the next round. Portister and Silver Electro, you are on your last life, so tread carefully. My points for having lives get me through. No, you need to hit the target. Bonus points, yes, as Ardenfex is saying, come in, you've got to get through first. Bonus points are applied afterwards. So if you get 49, but you've got 2 lives, that won't count. You must exceed the target first. So, KJars, you are going to require 2 questions, at least 2 questions, from the remaining 5. Here's question 6. Good luck. No problem. Magritte's painting The Son of Man depicts a man wearing a suit and a bowler hat whose face is concealed by what object? Quite a few answers coming in there. A lot of green as well. The correct answer is it's an apple. Green apple, that's, yes, okay, so specifically it is a green apple. Had you put red apple, I probably wouldn't have allowed that because it is very much a green apple. Pipe, now to go for pipe, no, that's the, was it also Magritte who did This Is Not a Pipe? Sort of surrealist painting. It's like the lies of art or something, but it's not pipe, and it's not a pineapple, even though it contains apple, K-Jarves. It is not a pineapple. Good green apple knowledge, absolutely. Perhaps his best known artwork, the green apple, was an ongoing motif in Magritte's work. Pipe and pineapple, though, I cannot accept, so you two are going to lose a life. And Paulister, who for some reason hasn't come up, I guess that means you didn't answer that. Oh no, I condoned it. That's why you're not green. It says you're due for elimination, but I condoned it, so it's fine. Let's get you back up. Target is still 50. Riff, Colo, Clive, Nando, Shapes, Incut, Monster. 1 away. Paulus from Silver Electron. Last life. Tread carefully. Treachery of Images. That's the one. Thank you, Mantis. Yes, Sissi n'est pas une pipe. Question 7. Take a look. Gate of Heavenly Peace is the Chinese translation of what famous square? Second time it's come up in as many games. The correct answer is Tiananmen Square, if Clive, Nando, and Inca escaping on that question. Unfortunately, I can't override if the spelling got marked wrong and you're playing in the behind the scenes game. I can't override it. I can for live players, but not behind the scenes. So apologies if you don't get the points for the misspelling. But all of these are phonetically plausible. Tiananmen. Yes, Tiananmen Square is a city square in the city centre of Beijing, China, named after the eponymous, thank you for using eponymous and not titular, Mr. Vertigo, Tiananmen Gate of Heavenly Peace, located to its north, which separates it from the Forbidden City. Silver Electron, you would have been eliminated there, but you got condoned. Can I accept Trafalgar? No. No, I can't. Let's let you back up. 3 questions to go. K-Jarves and Monster, you are 1 away from escaping. Paulister and Silver Electron, you're on your last life and 2 away from escaping. There are 3 questions left. Potentially, everyone who is here could still get through to round 3. We'll start with 15. Let's see what question number 8 brings. Good luck. LASER is an acronym that stands for Light Amplification by Stimulated Emission of what? K-Jars at the 11th hour, getting an answer in. I'm going to feel really bad for one player here because the correct answer is radiation. K-Jars and Monster, you have escaped to the next round. Very well played. It's radiation, not radio waves. I will go and double check it, but I don't think I can allow them because they are 2 distinct things. Radiation and radio waves, they are not interchangeable. They're not synonymous. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation, not radio waves. I'm really sorry, Paulister, but I can't allow it. Nearly chose to abstain when you would have had 2 more questions. You could still attempt the next couple of questions, KJFs. Unfortunately for Paulister, it is a wrong answer. Thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the round. No, it's not. It's the end of the road, and it's lights out. First laser was built in 1960. Silver Electron, you're now 1 away, but you're also on your last life, so it could be very interesting. The first laser was built in 1960 by Theodore Mayman at Hughes Research Laboratories, based on theoretical work by Charles H. Towns and Arthur Leonard Shawlow, possibly. Question 9. Good luck. The Queen song that became the B-side to Bohemian Rhapsody was called I'm in Love with My What? Interesting. Monster, what did you mean to type there? Before I reveal the answer, Monster, can you just type in the public chat what you meant to type? I thought so. Yeah, I'll allow it for the same rationale that I allowed Colos. That didn't get through the spell checker. But you said it before I put the answer on display, and you also said damn it as it went in, so it was clear that was just a typing error. I will allow that. Because I'm fair, I like to think. I'm in love with my car. Song title was used as a running joke in the Queen biopic, starting with an argument between Roger Taylor and Brian May over the song's lyrical content. Pirate song, in love with my R. Yeah, quite. That could work. Very well played. Let's light you back up. Silver Electron, you are 1 away. And you also are on your last life, and you also require all. So, all eyes on you. I'm in love with my mother because it was tied by him. No, it's definitely I'm in love with my car. Good luck. Here's question 10. To which bird family does the jay belong? A few people are giving this a go. Remember, you can still be eliminated, though it doesn't look like anyone is on their last life other than Silver Electron, so everyone is safe. We get 2 points for a right answer. Only Rampant Sloth got this in the behind-the-scenes game. The correct answer is crow. Crow's a bird of the genus... now hang on. I might accept corvid. A crow is a bird of the genus Corvus, which ranges from medium-sized to the large side in the family Corvidae. I think corvids is probably acceptable there, Mr. Vertigo. Crow family birds, yeah, corvids. I will allow corvids. Yes. Oh, and crows as well. Yeah. Jeremy Corvid. Yeah, quite. This is what the Northern's called COVID. Oh, I've caught the COVID. And with that, Silver Electron, you did make it out. It says you're due for elimination, but I've condoned it, so you get through. Tit is not the right answer, neither is Finch, Clive and Toot, but I think you were safely through already. Very well played, yes. Corvidae, or Corvids, also acceptable. So we only lost 3 players in that round, which means we've got 12 for the final, with scores ranging from Sam on 72 down to Silver Electron on 52. For every life you've got left, I'm going to give you 2 extra points. Pandemic didn't happen up north. No, is that right? It's too spread apart. Well played. You're through to the final. Let's go there now. And into round 3, which is survive in the final round of the evening. Answer the question as fast as you can. First player to give a correct answer will start a 15-second countdown on all other players, during which time their points will be drained at an increasing rate. Answer the question correctly to stop your points being drained. If nobody answers the question within the initial 15 seconds, all players will lose the maximum drain for the question. Your 3 lives have been replaced with refires. You may attempt every question once for free. Thereafter, it will cost you one of your refires. You may refire any question as many times as you like, but once they are exhausted, only your first answer will be accepted for the remainder of the round. It's 3 refires for the round, not per question. If your points are depleted, you will be eliminated from the game. When only 1 player remains, that player is declared the winner, and if more than 1 player remains after 10 questions, the player with the highest score is declared the winner. So, Sam's got the lead, 76. Flush from victory in Data Leak. Can he add another Escape Artist medal to his cabinet? Ranging down to 54, Silver Electron, so it's not a huge gap, and the scores can change very, very quickly, because you can, if you don't get this question right, you will lose 10 points. So there can be very, very fast turnarounds in this. Just looking through the answers to make sure I've not missed anything, and I don't think I have. Good luck. Here's question 1. What is the stage name of the Seattle saxophonist who reached commercial success with his album Duotones? Toots first in, Mark's right behind, then Shapes. Riff is wrong, has got a refire. K-Jobs is wrong, has got a refire. Sam is wrong, Nando is wrong. Inca's got there. Kenny G was the answer. The Duotones album features one of Kenny G's best known songs, Songbird, which reached number 4 on the US Billboard Hot 100. Jethro Tull, St. Vincent, Otis Redding and Fats Domino are all incorrect. None of those players choosing to refire, so they'll still have them all, but they will have lost 10 points. On we go. Everyone was still with 3 refires. Toot now in the lead with 71. Question 2. What items are usually kept in a humidor? Toot starting again, followed by Sam and Riff and Mark and Shapes. Silver Electro is in and wrong. Has got refires. Monster, Colo, Inca, Nando all correct. K-Jarves is in and wrong. Refires available. Clive's in and right. Silver Electron using a refire, but incorrect. One thing to bear in mind, when the clock is getting quite low, sometimes it's not worth using a refire because you're only going to save yourself like 1 point at that point, so maybe the refire is more valuable. Plants is not the answer, and Silver Electron originally going for chemicals, also not correct. It's cigars. Humidor is designed for storing cigars at a constant level of humidity. Not from personal experience, at Mr. Vertigo, because they have never smoked. Yeah, I thought they were called cigar boxes as well, but there we go. It's like backup. Last question, where the drain rate is as it is, 1 point per second and a half, up to a maximum of 10. After this, we will increase it. No, you get 1 attempt for free. Every attempt thereafter costs a refire. You don't get 1 retry for free, you get 1 try for free, Silver Electron. 1 attempt for free, and after that it costs you refires. So basically, even if you don't know, attempt every question once, because it won't cost you any refires, and you never know, it might be right. But thereafter, it costs you refires. Right, question 3. Take a look. Toot still with the lead. What is the name of a 2D shape that has a total of 11 sides? Toot's wrong. Nando's wrong. Shapes has got there. Appropriate. Inca's right. K-Jarves is wrong. Silver Electron is correct. Sam is wrong. Riff is right, Mark is right, Toot is right, Monster is right, Nando is right, Sam has got there finally. On his refire. Hendecagon. Also accepted undecagon and n-decagon. The wrong answers that came in there. Just to make sure we're on the same page. Silver Electron, no, sorry, Toot going for enagon, which is not quite the answer we're after. Nando going for nonagon, that's 9. Kjarv's onagon, which I don't think is the thing, might have been nonagon, also 9. Sam going for enagon, which is not right. And that was all they wrote. So hendecagon is what we wanted there. Hendecagon or undecagon or n-decagon, not just enagon, unfortunately. Well done if you got that, and appropriately enough, Shapes starting the timer there, so it's gone blue. Let's light back up. We're going to increase the drain rate 1 point per second now, up to a maximum of 15. Toot and Mark tied in the lead with 67. Sam and Shapes just behind on 58. On we go. Question number 4. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Who is credited as being the father of the periodic table? Unsurprisingly, Sam is first in there. Clive is incorrect. Not a full name, I think you were in the right ballpark. Nando's there, Silver Electron, Shapes, Inca 2. Monster, I will credit those points back to you because that is correct. And it's just not got through the spell check. I'll give you that refire and the points back because that's just an unfortunate spelling error. And again, people who have got spelling errors in the behind the scenes game, I'm afraid I cannot help you on that. Correct answer was... Oh shit. I didn't mean to press that button. Dmitry Mendeleev was the answer. I'll fix that in a minute, Monster. Just give me a second. In 1869, Russian chemist Dmitry Mendeleev created the framework that became the modern periodic table, leaving gaps for elements that were yet to be discovered. While arranging the elements according to their atomic weight, if he found that they did not fit into the group, he would rearrange them. And hen comes from the Greek hendeka, meaning 11. Right. So Monster said Mendeleev with slightly too many E's, and it didn't get through, but it should have done. 41 points with 3 refires. So you've actually lost 3 points there, Monster, and a refire, which I'm going to attempt to add back on for you if you give me a moment. Monster. Where are you? There you are, Monster. Refresh data page. Lives remaining 2 points. Countdown is what I need to change because that's not the same spot. It should be 41, and I think I need to put lives remaining up to 3, unless refires is a different variable, which I don't think it is. R3 question. Answer 1. Started queue. Points. Okay. Let's see if that works. There you go. So that is what you should have been on there, Monster, had the spell checker allowed it. So hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully that's updated your end as well. Hooray! Right, moving on. Question number 5. Drain rate is still 1 point per second, up to a maximum of 15. Toot has the lead with 65. Good luck, take a look. One Hand, One Heart is a song from which musical? Clive has started the clock. Inca's right behind. Kjarv's and Shapes are wrong. Sam is in and correct. Silver Electron is wrong. Monster's correct. Nando's correct. Kolo's wrong. Refire's available for all of these players. Kjarv's is wrong. Toot's wrong. And that is going to be a big change to the scores because it is West Side Story. It's a duet sung between Maria and Tony while they have a make-believe wedding. Chicago, Hamilton, Chorus Line, Rent, Annie, all incorrect answers. Annie was Kjarv's initial answer. Also incorrect. Well done, Clive, starting the clock there. On a lower score, but that is going to make a big change to some of the scores up at the higher end. Let's light you back up and see how we're doing on scores. Kolo and Kjarv's, you're into that dangerous zone. If you get this one wrong, you lose the maximum drain of 15, which would put you out of the game. Sam now has the lead of 55. Toot is behind on 50. Inker and Mark tied in third on 47. You see what I mean about one question can make all the difference in this game, and Sam now has the lead. As we go to question number 6, good luck. Take a look. Who was British Prime Minister during the Winter of Discontent in 1978? Inker started the clock. Nando and Clive are wrong. Toot is correct. Shapes and Clive are correct. Clive getting it on a second attempt. Thatcher came in 79. It was James Callaghan. Fun fact, the only person to have held all 4 great offices of state. Oh, funny that. He was Prime Minister from 76 to 79. He's also the only person to have held all 4 great offices of state. Mr. Vertigo and I have the same trivia in our heads, obviously. Prime Minister, Chancellor of the Exchequer, Home Secretary and Foreign Secretary. Now, Sam, I think, did say Callaghan, but spelt it wrong. So, Sam, I'm going to add some points back on for you, because your correct answer actually came in, I think, at 50. Let me just double check the debug. Thatcher, Macmillan, Thatcher, Margaret Thatcher, Macmillan, Heath. Sam went for Callaghan, 50 points. It cost you a refire and 3 points. I will put those back on for you, Samster, 50 and 2. Wilson, Colo running out of points and out of the game, and Heath. So just Samster will need to take back up to 50 points and 2 refires. Let's light you back up. Colo. It's the end of the road and it's lights out. Sorry, I forgot to say that. I was too busy looking at the scores. Colo, thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Silver Electron, K-Jars and Monster, you are now in danger. Let me find Samster. Sam. Refresh data page. Lives remaining should be 2. And countdown should be 50. There you go, Sam. Yeah, sorry I missed you there, Colo. I was so too busy looking at the scores. Is it lights out? It is lights out. Thank you very much for playing, but it's the end of the road and it's lights out. Hang on. I'll do this properly. Thank you very much for playing, Colo, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. There you go. Do it properly with that sound effect. So, we have got a smattering of questions left. And we increase the drain rate once again. It's now 1 point per 0.75 seconds up to a maximum of 20. After earning those points back, Sam is back in the lead with 52. Is 1 point behind on 49. Inker's 2 behind that on 47. We have got some players in the danger zone because there's 20 points if you don't get this right. Good luck. Question number 7. What was Frank Sinatra's middle name? Toot's got there. Mark's got there. Monster's got there. And nobody else. Toot pressing an advantage here. It's Albert, nicknamed Old Blue Eyes. Let me just double check the log. Frank, Jeff, Frank, James, Frank, Herbert, very close there, Shapes, but not quite, and Robinson, all incorrect, so I don't need to make any corrections. Yeah, Albert was the correct answer. Well done to the 3 who got that. Toot now really solidifying the lead, and we've lost. K-Jarves and Silver Electron have gone down to 0, so thank you both very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. So, 3 questions left tonight. Riff, Clive, Nando, Shapes and Monster, you are in danger. Potentially 20 points being lost here. Good luck with question number 8. Which sporting event, usually held on the last weekend of May, takes place every year at a location named the Brickyard? Not that one. Not that one. Okay, Mark has got there and started the clock. Nando's out of points. Riff is out of points. Clive is out of points. Monster is out of points. Shapes is out of points. It's the Indy 500. The Indianapolis 500. Drivers race 200 laps for a distance of 500 miles. Pray, welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're well. US Open, Daytona, not the same thing. Grand National, boat race, and darts from Sam, all incorrect, unfortunately. But well done to Mark, who started the clock there, and Toot, who was right behind. Unfortunately, with 2 questions to go, Shapes, Clive, Riff, Nando, Monster, thank you very much for playing, but it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. And then there were 4. Sam and Inky are both in danger at question 9. Toot with a commendable lead of 44. Mark's in second on 29. Sam on 10. Inka on 7. Good luck. Here's question 9. Zafra is a shade of which colour? Sam's there first. And Inky, you're out of points. Mark's used all his refires and not gotten there. Toot did still have a refire left, but he's chosen not to use it. He sacrificed a big chunk of points, but he is still in the game. The answer's blue. It's a sort of very dark blue. That sort of blue is what we're looking at for Zafra. What do my notes say? Originally made from a pigment obtained by roasting cobalt ore. Sort of the colour of the background that of the thing that Sam's on. Mark saying hang on at me, let me take a look. Toot going yellow, Inka going yellow, Mark... yeah, Mark, I will allow that. I will put your points back because you went B-L-U-W. Presumably you were out of... and then you went for red, but no, it wouldn't have got... You did, you spelt it wrong, but it was phonetically plausible, Mark, so I will add it back on. And then you went red and then yellow. But yeah, you went blue first. 25 points and 2 refires. So I will add those back onto you, but not before we have said goodbye to Inka, who went yellow and then was eliminated. Inka, thank you very much for playing. Oh, yellow and then orange and then eliminated. Thank you very much for playing, Inka, but it is the end of the road and it's lights out. Well, I set the precedent for the night, and I've done one phonetically plausible, and the W and the E are next to each other on the keyboard. So, yeah, I'm feeling reasonably. It feels quite fair to do that. So, refresh data page. Also, it's quite nice that the system actually works. Now, Mark, you were on when you said blue. You were on 25 points and 2 refires. And then you use them both. 25 points, 2 refires. There you go. Okay. 3 players left. Mark has got the lead on 25. Toot has got 24. Sam has got 10. Advantage with Mark and Toot here. But we've seen stranger things happen in this game because you've all got refires as well. There is no upper limit on the drain rate. If no one gets it right after 15 seconds, all of your clocks start automatically and they keep counting down until you run out of points or you get it right. So if Sam answers this first correctly, we are going to have a very interesting endgame. If Mark gets it right first, then Mark has won. If Toot gets it right first, then Mark has got half a second to get the answer in. So, scary stuff. Good luck. Here is question 10. How many prime numbers are there between 1 and 50? No. Yes, Sam has got there. Clocks are on Mark and Toot. Toot's wrong. And Sam wins it. Oh, I love this game sometimes when you get the swings like that at the end. There are 15, and Sam getting there and giving the players they had a good 5 or 6 seconds to try and find the answer, but they couldn't get to it. Toot getting very close, going for 13. Mark didn't even get an answer in at all. So it's Sam who got it on a refire. He did save those refires because he originally went for 13 and then corrected himself to 15. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, and 47. Mr. Vertigo put them in the chat for you there as well. Rough guesstimation. Hey, it worked out for you, Sam. And you have still got points and gone blue, unfortunately for Toot and Mark. Formidable performances from both of you, and you got to see all 30 questions, but I'm afraid it is the end of the road, and it's lights out. Which means one player has escaped. That's, well, I suppose you could call that a perfect escape artist pack, because we saw all 10 questions in the final and we had exactly one player left, and we got some serious drama, and it is indeed a double gold medal for him this evening. He took it in Data Leak and now he's taken it in the escape artist. Congratulations, Sam, you are the escape artist. Well done, Sam. Well done, Sam. And everyone else has to stay in prison. You all are locked away in your cells right there. Can I thank Mr. Vertigo for that question pack? It was tough in places, but I think it was fair. And it was really lovely stuff going on. And a message from our sponsor, KS.
GG Sam.
GG Sam, indeed. And thank you very much, KS, for the 2-month subscription there. Most grateful to you. Yeah, great pack from Mr. Vertigo, and thanks again to Oni for proofing. But yeah, very well pitched pack. It can be very, very difficult to stack, and this is obviously where proofers have a lot of input on the stacking of the questions as much as the substance of the questions. But really, really good pack. So thanks very much to Mr. Vertigo for that, and congratulations to Sam. You sit atop Quiz Prison and get to walk free while everyone else has to stay there. Thank you, KJ. It's always a pleasure to host. Let's just have a look at the behind-the-scenes games. There are no gold, silvers, and bronze. I just painted that colour just for consistency, I suppose. The scores are slightly different, calculated slightly differently in the game. It's basically some points for every question. I can't remember exactly, but those are the scores. And Hackbox might even tell you how many pennies you're going to get. But if it doesn't, times that score by 5, and that's how many pennies you're going to win from this one. So, Mark picking up 505 pennies from that one. 101 times 5. Oh, bloody hell. I feel really rough. I think I need to go to bed, gang. But not before we have done the titles. Thank you again to Mr. Vertigo, and congratulations to Sam. You are our escape artist. And that is just about it for tonight. There is a nice bonus for you. If you would like to grab some final end of the night pennies, Escape 272 is the code you'll need to type in. That was fun. It's the first time I played the Escape Artist this season. And I still need to update it's going beyond a joke now. We're 6 episodes into the season and I've still barely updated the credits for these games. Pyro Pygmy, welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you here. Fuck off, fly. Why is there getting flies in here? It's pissing November. Why aren't they all dying? You should be dead by now, fly. Because we live in the countryside, I suppose. There's always danger of flies. Right, because we had an extended warm-up, I'm not going to do a warm-down game tonight. We'll leave Spacey 4 game out for this evening. Cola, that's not the code. It's not Egg 262. It's Escape 262. It's Escape 272 even. So yeah, I hope you like Rock, Paper, Scissors, Lizard, Spock. We'll bring that out another time. That could be an end of the night game as well as a beginning of the night game. I know it's not quiz because obviously I can't really develop new formats anymore. But yeah, hope it was fun. Yeah, thanks all for coming out tonight and being such good sports and good spirited and actually behaving nicely, playing nicely, because yeah, so it's the third Saturday in a row where I'm just feeling rough, but I don't want to cancel because it's not going to do anything else. So yeah, I think I'm going to go get some sleep. I think, and I'm hoping it's mainly hangover, and that by the morning that's all gone out of my system, and I'm good to go. But just before I do go, if you would be so kind just to hang around so I can tell you what is coming up in the next week or so. From me, next week, we have got Plinko by Zeus. We have got Cryptex by, I think, Jerry Ellis, if memory serves. And we have got The Purge by hAx0R. Remember The Purge with the new build, the new software. I've since made a couple more little fine tweaks to it. It's going to be a classic Purge, classic size, unless I make some changes to it, which I may do when I proof that. But that's next Saturday, the 11th of November. Plinko by Zeus, Cryptex by Jerry, and The Purge by hAx0R. That should be a good stream, so do pop along for that. In the intervening time, my dear friend Mr. Labash, who you should all definitely go and follow over there. 8 o'clock Wednesday evening, the 8th of November. He is going to be playing Who Knows Where, Relativity, and Wipeout. That's on Wednesday. And on the Friday at 8 o'clock, he's going to be back this Friday, next Friday. It's going to be Word Scramble, Duke Drop, and a couple of games of All Clued Up to look forward to. That's on Ash's stream. Go and give him a follow if you're not doing so already. And of course, can't forget mentioning our great friend Topper One Gaming. He is going to be here on the Thursday slot, Thursday at 8 p.m. On the 9th of November. He's going to be playing Word Chain Royale, Checkvist, and Slam. So lots of stuff to look forward to in the week. Ash on Wednesday and Friday, Topper on Thursday, and of course I'm going to be back next Saturday with Plinko, Cryptex, and The Purge. Who do we want to raid? Couple of options. I think it's probably going to be JB. He's playing Jeopardy. JB Henry XIV. JB, he's sort of friend of the community. He's around here quite a lot, and he's playing some Jeopardy. Thank you all as well for the kind wishes and the get well soon message. I do appreciate those. We got a raid message. Anyone got a raid message? Lights out. Yeah, because let's go lights out. Sure. Lights out. We're going to go raid JB and we will say lights out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. Thanks again so much for coming to join me, for all the support, for all the writers, to Oni for doing all the proofing this week, and congratulations as well to all our winners, particularly to Samson on a double gold tonight. Hugely impressive performance. I hope you've had fun. I certainly have. And until next time, you have been watching Game Night. I'm going to set up the raid just before I do say the words. JB Henry XIV. You have been watching Game Night. I've been Royal Flush. And until next Saturday, take care. Peace out. And good night.
So, but you would have won by 0.4 of a second. Goddamn.